Oh, it's straight on.
December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 5. Welcome back to Character Select. Dave and Spacey back for more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, where we are indeed seeking justice for all. Starting with, well, not her, she's already had justice. Good morning, Max.
She's had justice multiple times. Yeah. Good morning, sweeties.
You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today.
I'm always like this before I go in and walk in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Teehee. Oh, right.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Regina!
How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't...
Yeah. She doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. She
Regina,
is like...
cheerfully
not all there, is she?
Yeah. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to you! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo! How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, Governor! Top of the morning. That's the ticket! Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Ooh, my. Thanks.
So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's going to be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes. That's why I brought her to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. She needs to understand the concept of death, essentially, is what he's saying.
Right. But isn't she like...
super sheltered?
12, 13 years old at the most?
She is... 16.
16, okay. She doesn't know what death is at 16, okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Ms. Von Kama, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous series of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly from the scene of the crime.
Ooh.
Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. It always does when Phoenix Wright is not the case.
God damn it, nothing is fucking normal in this fucking courtroom when he's here. Jesus.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. and explanations that the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor gumshoe.
Very well. Please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
At least you get a break this time. It's mostly me. Name and occupation. Ken Tingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Big Berry Circus.
The Berry Big Circus.
Whatever. It's the same thing. It's literally...
The Big Berry Big Circus. The Berry Big Berry... Stroke. Sorry.
The Berry Big Circus. Where were you on the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay.
Testimony. What I witnessed.
That's a really funny pun. That's a funny joke. Not like Mo, but that was a good. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few minutes later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's what it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the skies that night.
Oh. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? Yes?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination.
So her strategy was basically to say, yeah, he saw Maximilian Galactica, and now we're going to prove how that happened. It's like, wait a second.
Double down. But we already pressed Mo last time that he heard the noise and then looked. This guy didn't even get up out of his bed.
Well, he heard the noise and looked out the window and saw Maximilian Galactica flying past his window. Which, as we know, is impossible. Alright. Can I not press? Oh shit, I can't press him.
Is your controller not working?
Huh.
Okay, so we need hard evidence, Dave.
Let me see if... No, I can. It's my controller. Weird.
Okay.
You said that you were sleeping in bed. One would thus assume you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close the curtains? Or some curtains. I brought birds into the court. I never really thought of that. I guess it means I'm off to buy some curtains. Ha ha! Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! So witness will proceed with his testimony.
Alright. Yeah, okay, it's not accepting my controller for some reason.
Okay.
Hold on, let me fix that. No, it's working fine, it's just, because I used it in a game not long ago. Oh, I can push that button. Alright. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes.
And you said that you were resting in bed.
That is correct.
But you were still able to hear a sound from outside?
I was indeed.
Pressing acro doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now? He was in bed.
He was in bed on the 3rd floor.
Well, let's say there is a contradiction. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
It says the contradictions and profit with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
No. Except yes? Heard a thump. I guess the autopsy report. This could be wrong.
This... What in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
What don't I get?
You're not going to be able to guess through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards the guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court.
Whoops.
Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony?
Okay, so... Heard a large thump from outside the window. It's possible there's a contradiction there, but we don't know what... Okay. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure.
Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is possible. You have no need to mince words when Mr. Phoenix writes. Testify to the truth, and only the truth. Just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was you.
Damn, he just strengthened his testimony. Wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. Okay, so we have to find the actual contradiction.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly.
Yeah. So, nothing so far.
The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That's true. I was going to bed after.
So, with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window?
The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But, honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. You see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around the body, his body. I'm convinced that person I saw was Max Galactica.
The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? Yep. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Yep.
Says
Proof with evidence. We do have evidence to support this claim. Do you know why?
Because How can it be Max Galactica if it's no 3 symbols? It's only 2.
Right, but he saw him from the back and the white roses are on the front. We can see that in the picture here. So the white roses are on the front. So that makes sense. But he saw the other 2 symbols. The silk robe and the hat, right?
Right.
But the hat was found at the crime scene.
Oh.
You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the Ringmaster's hat, right?
Afraid not. No matter how hard you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Sitting on the stand. Order.
Also true.
As always, it looks like someone who just has to open their mouth before sinking.
Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
I mean, he has a grudge against Max. Not that we know.
Which is... Oh, no, I guess he doesn't. He has a grudge against Regina.
Yeah. Acro was dreaming, which wouldn't help our case even in the slightest.
Yeah.
Or... Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to rouse the crowds with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
Which kind of works against him, because wouldn't he be into... Alright. He is staying rather calm and collected.
I love a bird just banging it. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the watching house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things? See? Well, I lost my voice, hang on.
No worries.
See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear that the accusation is ludicrous.
She's right! Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man! Phoenix is a pooping hat!
So is that Mr. Phoenix right? If you're trying to drum up support from the Peanut Gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making this a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Did he?
Of course he did.
Did he? Who would his accomplice be? Because remember, it has to be somebody that we know. And these are the people that we know in this case. So it wouldn't have been Ben, because Ben was waiting outside to give Regina the ring.
Right.
It wouldn't have been Regina, because he fucking hates her. Russell is the guy that died, so it couldn't have been him. Mo doesn't seem to be... was in his own room when the incident happened, so it couldn't have been him. And Bat is dead. So who's his accomplice?
Well, it's still gonna be Bat, right? Like...
No, Bat's Bat's in a coma now.
So...
Like, we can confirm that he is in a coma. I will confirm to you right now, I know for a fact that Bat is in a coma and could not have been his accomplice.
So, is it the Ringmaster?
The Ringmaster is dead. It couldn't have been him.
What? I guess, why would he organize his own death? Is that...
Yeah. So, he couldn't have had an accomplice. Because there's nobody that could have helped them.
No, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
You're not going to sucker me into this one.
What are you blubbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
Order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do this.
Mr. Phoenix right. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dinkling?
So out of all of these locations, where could he have been? The murder occurred here. So, like,
right.
we just got to think about it logically. He couldn't have been in the Big Top if he killed Russell Berry. Wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Right. He couldn't have been in Mo's room because Mo would have said something. If he was outside, Ben was waiting here in this area.
Yeah.
So if he was outside, I would assume that Ben or somebody would see him, I guess. So where was he?
Was he on the third floor in his room?
He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the Ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Ding?
Still super calm.
It's an interesting theory.
That's it?
Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's... Yeah. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could have go to the scene of the crime or be the killer.
I mean, we're basically flailing here, trying to figure something out. But, I mean... yeah, that seems logical. Huh. You got a point.
It seems you have forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
So Max was definitely there. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? And he saw Max flying away. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr.
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. We don't have evidence right now, do we?
Sorry, I'm thinking.
There's nothing we have right now.
Well, so think about the let's think about the timeline here. Russell Berry is meeting with Max Galactica. Dresses in Max's clothes for whatever reason, we don't know why. Goes to the lodging house plaza. There's a thump. And he's found draped over a box. Max is sitting there and then flies off into the sky. Right?
Right.
And he was killed by a blunt force trauma to the head.
So, there's one thing you could possibly do.
What's that?
From the third floor, drop a heavy box.
But he was found draped over the box, so that wouldn't track.
I know. That's the weird part.
I'm gonna present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit this crime of murder against Russell Berry?
So, let's think. What do we have in the court record that's heavy? Obviously, it's not the monkey and it's not the lion.
Well, I did say the box.
Right. Wait a second. That looks pretty heavy.
I completely forgot about this. I thought it was light, though. I thought it was like a cheaper one.
It's made of bronze.
Oh. What's that? A picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy.
Oh, heavy? Oh,
heavy enough to
list.
guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. So that makes logical sense, but it doesn't match with the facts that we know, because the bust isn't fucking at the crime scene. So, God, it's a possibility, but it doesn't mean anything. See? This is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
Nice. Order. So you're saying that the bust fell onto the Ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it'd be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection!
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection!
Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well...
Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away from things. Ow!
I'd watch what I'd say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say?
One Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to solve for time.
Objection!
There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
Okay, that seems fair.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he say things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
That's interesting. So basically, hey, we need to ask you about how fit you are, and if you don't think you can give us an accurate description, we can call somebody in.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you.
That woman will sink to any low to win a case.